Hello. Federal provides civil criminal penalties for interest.
On planet Earth, life has thrived for millions of years. Creatures big and small have found ways to adapt and evolve to flourish in all types of environments.
Yup.
From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself. That is why we, at National Living Meat Research, have been studying these new species,
That's a
trying to help
company?
educate everyone about these creatures and their wondrous ways of life. First, what are these new life forms? Since their explosive arrival across the globe in 1931, there has been much debate on what these newcomers are, and where they came from. Are they extraterrestrials coming to invade Earth? Or are they demons who come from hell to purge humanity?
Do I need
From
an
what our
ad blocker?
scientists have discovered, no. The origins of these creatures are solely to Earth, miraculously out of nowhere. We don't know why or how, but one thing is for certain, Earth is now their home. What these creatures are is mysterious and still not well known today. But here is what we do know. These creatures are comprised mainly of muscle tissue, organs, and bones. They greatly resemble animals with no skin.
Does this have a date when it was posted canonically? No. Cool.
Or store-bought meat. Because of these characteristics, they have been named accordingly as Vita Carnis. The Carnis species consume decaying, organic matter, but their main diet is composed of raw meat, not including their Carnis relatives. The Carnis only appear in places where there is an abundance of crawl, which leads to the first creature of the Carnis species.
So they are literally raw meat?
The crawl. The crawl is a growth of meaty tendrils that closely resemble the small intestine, the only difference being the
Veins?
dark red coloration. These tendrils grow in a similar pattern as vines, mold, or fungi. A primary stem structure is the host to divisions of other, smaller branches. In each tendril contains a variety of veins, arteries, and other similar organs used to transport nutrients absorbed from its surroundings.
I see.
The ends of these tendrils are equipped with organelles used to absorb water and organic matter necessary for growth. The source of these organic materials is mainly found in dirt and soil on surrounding surfaces. Using its root-like tendrils, it absorbs the material and processes it into usable energy. Although, the crawl also obtains energy through another means. Using a sophisticated form of photosynthesis. The dark pigmentation of the smaller branches is ideal for absorbing sunlight, and therefore allowing solar energy to fuel the crawl's growth. Because of its efficiency, it thrives in almost all types of environments, easily allowing it to spread across the world, and can be found pretty much anywhere. Its recent inclusion in the ecosystem has caused many major changes in nature's balance. One may assume that the crawl's presence may outcompete any other competitors, but due to its unique life cycle, where old branches fall off and decay into nutrient-rich compost, all forms of life seemingly flourish instead. The crawl's abundance grants plenty of nourishment to all animals, from plants feeding on the decayed crawl, herbivores thriving on increased plant population, and carnivores feeding on both the abundant prey, and are able to eat the crawl as well.
They become like infected.
The presence of all these animals leave behind waste, which will be broken down and consumed by the crawl, and the cycle begins again. This form of symbiosis leads to an environment where all populations thrive. Humanity also uses the crawl to our advantage. Because of the supernatural rate of growth and its richness in nutrients, it has been sustainably cultivated into domestic farms.
What?
The krill is harvested and processed into fertilizer, which greatly increases crop yield and quality.
Bone meal.
The krill may also be used as a food source for humans,
What?
and reliably so. But due to its
You're gonna
unkindly
eat that?
appearance and taste, it has yet to reach cuisine standards.
How can
The
you
krill also plays a very important role in the next creatures that we have been studying. Sometimes, in a krill-populated environment, a node of meat may develop on one of the branches. This node will fall off and grow into a functioning organism, and go to live on as an independent
see.
animal.
That's
This leads us to the upcoming species that we will be discussing. The first of these creatures are the trimmings. The trimmings.
trimming.
Trimmings are small animals that resemble skinned raccoons. They are commonly known to have a plump body, round head, small eyes, nose and ear holes, and an agape mouth. They are also equipped with a diversity of limbs. All individual trimmings are unique, each with a different body shape, number of limbs, and other characteristics. One thing they all share in
They're
common
from
is
hell,
that they are
definitely.
made mostly of meat tissue, and are a maximum of 20 centimeters in length, no larger than a basketball. Its life starts with its separation from the krill. It will wonder to find anything that is edible and able to consume.
Is it gonna get
Although
bigger
it is an
though?
omnivore, being able to hunt meat and forage for plant matter, trimmings are almost entirely scavengers.
It
Their
doesn't-
diet consists of rotting plants and meat.
Will it have an evolution from that to like humans and shit? I think so.
Including, but not limited to, fruits, vegetables, roots, seeds, insects, and deceased animals.
Makes sense.
Although its appearance is unsightly, it is a cowardly creature, only fleeing, screeching,
That's
and
huge.
hiding when threatened.
That's the size of a
Because of
dog.
its lack of defensive traits, it lies near the bottom of the food chain, making it easily overpowered and picked off very regularly by
But
predators.
then it's gonna.
Naturally, its population would eventually die out. This is not the case.
Nope.
Чи случайно мисі?
The krill constantly produces a large quantity of trimming nodes, keeping up their numbers. Naturally, trimmings can be found wherever there is abundant krill. Trimmings grow at a decent pace,
Yep.
reaching maturity at around 7 months, having a maximum lifespan of 2 to 4 years.
Okay.
Although they are plentiful, humanity has no proper way to implement trimmings into society. Their overabundance has even considered them pests, due to them digging through trash bins and making excessive noise at night. Besides all of this,
Make
some
them-
people still keep trimmings as pets, and relatively domesticate them.
What the fuck is wrong with
Nuisance
you?
or not, trimmings are a wondrous creature. From their plentiful numbers, to their skittish nature, they are truly a thing to behold.
Ah,
The next species on our list is the meat snake.
meat snake.
The meat
Great.
snake.
Ah,
The meat snake is a worm-like creature, made of a variety of types of meat, coated in a transparent, skin-like membrane. Its size varies during its lifespan, depending on how much it consumes. When it first separates from the krill, it is only a few centimeters in length. Eventually, it will reach an average length of 5 meters. Although, under extreme conditions, like natural disasters, war, or plague, it can greatly surpass this length. The meat snake's diet consists entirely of dead animals or parts. A meat snake is incapable of consuming a healthy, living organism. The meat snake allocates its food by using a tongue-like organ covered in sensors to touch and feel its environment. The sensors catch particles of decaying meat, notifying the meat snake that there is food nearby. This process shares many similarities to regular snakes, hence the meat snake's name. Once it locates the corpse, the meat snake will open its jaw and swallow the entire body whole.
whoa.
Once the entire body is consumed, the meat snake's stomach will release a variety of chemicals. Some will break down soft tissue like skin, and the connection points between muscles. Others chemicals will then ferment and preserve the tissue to keep it from breaking down for as long as possible.
How
After
big
that,
is it?
the remaining flesh and bones will move along the meat snake's tract and slowly be implemented into its own structure, extending the meat snake.
Oof.
Unsatisfactory parts like skulls, pelvises, hair, and fingernails will be excreted. Speaking of skulls, the meat snake will take the skull from the consumed organism and use it as its own. Each meat snake has its own skull, each corresponding to what that one has consumed. During its lifespan, it will swap or replace these skulls if needed. A meat snake's lifespan depends entirely on how much a meat snake consumes. The longest one has lived for was 28 years. The meat snake has no predators and is immune to disease due to its preserving chemicals. The only significant ways a meat snake can die is through starvation, burning, or complete destruction of the meat snake's membrane coating.
Alright.
Interestingly, the meat snake is the only member of the Carnis family that is able to reproduce. When a meat snake reaches an excessive size, and is in the conditions to do so, it will commence mitosis, splitting itself in two. Then the now two meat snakes will go on their separate ways and live on as two distinct organisms.
Oh, fuck.
Meat snakes can only be found in moderate temperature climates, not too hot, not too cold. Their population depends entirely on the amount of corpses available. Where there is death, there are meat snakes. Humanity will use them to our advantage. Meat snakes are a very efficient and clean way of disposing of any meat products. The preserving fluid within the meat snake's body disinfects the carrion, preventing the spread of disease. Humans use meat snakes in butcher shops as a waste bin, dispose roadkill, within war on the battlefield to dispose of festering bodies and parts, and within zoos to dispose of deceased animals.
Is there a fucking war going on?
They are extremely tame, not caring if any creature is around them, only acting defensively when it is within consuming a meal. This means they are very easy to tame. Overall, meat snakes are a marvelous creature with a very interesting way of sustaining itself. It is an amazing experience to encounter one, as long as you don't mind the smell.
Oh,
Our next creature is the mimic.
The mimic! The FNAF! The mimic! This whole time! Something about the FNAF mimic something.
The mimic is a bipedal creature with uncanny similarities to humanoid anatomy. They greatly resemble humans without skin, with added exaggerated features. These features include extended finger length, longer limbs, bulging, empty eyes, and their most prominent feature, a wide, teeth-filled smile. Although it resembles a happy face, this is due to coincidence, and is only how their facial structure is shaped. The maw of the mimic contains much more teeth than humans, and their teeth is comprised almost entirely of incisors, with some canine and premolars in the back.
Right.
This tooth composition is ideal for biting down onto meat and swallowing chunks whole. A mature mimic's diet is comprised entirely of human flesh.
Oh. Oh.
Because of this, they are found solely around human-populated areas. The mimic's life cycle is made of 3 stages. In the first stage, a young mimic separates from the crawl. They closely resemble their trimming relatives, but are thin, sleek, and only have 4 appendages. In this stage, the young mimic will hunt small animals, moving on to larger and larger as they grow. Once large enough, it will begin metamorphosis into the next stage of life. Once fully transformed, it will resemble the description mentioned in the beginning.
Oh, what the
Its
fuck
hunting
is the
style
third thing?
changes and becomes much more complicated. It now stalks and feeds only on humans. It will locate human-populated area and begin its search for an easy target.
Oh.
To blend in, it may use objects to conceal itself. These include clothing, mannequins, and
There's like-
furniture.
Uh-huh.
Once a target has been found, the mimic will observe its prey and learn its routine and when it is most vulnerable.
Yep.
This is typically when the human is asleep at night.
So it's literally
Once
entered.
the prey is within position, the mimic will advance silently until it is close enough. The mimic will then execute and immediately begin consumption. Once the mimic has had its fill, it will leave the scene, a fair distance away from the human population, and begin to digest its meal. Although, in the case that a human is awake, a mimic will use a variety of sounds to either lure or startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target.
Oh shit. Someone's running. Oh hell no. Turn the fucking light off. Fucking idiot. Turn it off. What are you doing? He can see the light. Maybe, I don't know. I assume he can. What the fuck do you have your light on? I know, dark is a scary place, but like, he can probably see you. Oh shit. Oh hell no. Oh fuck. Oh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Look at the pile of shit. Oh hell no, he's gonna show his fucking face. Oh no. Oh.
The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into.
Human.
If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair,
he's gonna
and
go
by
like
the end
attack
will look
mode.
nearly identical to a human being. It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively.
Oh.
The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet.
Shit.
Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
Die.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
Really?
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a
Can you
mimic at all
burn it?
costs.
I'm pretty sure.
Next up, the Harvester.
Oh shit, what else?
The Harvester.
What the fuck is this?
The Harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally. The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further. Its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester.
So what does
this bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals.
Wow.
A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous.
Of course.
The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive.
Damn. What
the best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
What the fuck?
Best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings.
No, back.
A harvester in the first.
Alright. So there was something. What was that, my boy? You're hiding from me. Oh. Family attacked by harvester. Family attacked by harvester while hiking. I assume that's what it says. And then we see something. Something authorities.
The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place.
Yep.
If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also
That's cool,
notice an
too.
abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal.
What does it
Next
have?
up is the host.
The host.
The host of influence.
What was that, my boy? I'm pretty sure these flashes were always one thing before. What was that, my boy? Now that's interesting. What's that? Solely the care during a find of hardship. So the critters were struggling to. In this legal time, there was barely any food to go. They would go and gather whatever they could find potentially. And something else. So, these things down there are the hosts. Interesting.
The host of influence.
Influence.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has
Good
its
work
name
for me.
derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics.
Right.
The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement.
Can move it.
The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs.
Okay. What the
Luckily,
fuck? What was that? What did you just do to me, huh? I noticed that. What the fuck is that? Okay.
luckily, the host is rare, only found in North
Was-
America.
America.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The
Well, who-
spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled.
The
A
cameraman
host
never
will release
dies.
a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them.
Isn't this how fungus
An
works?
infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change.
Turn
The
them
first
into-
symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services.
Alright.
After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk.
Oh
The direction
shit.
the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected
And
individual.
that's how it feeds.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection,
Dies.
the effects will wear off and return back to normal.
Ah.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location. Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs.
Yep.
Next, the monoliths.
Monolith.
The monoliths.
Now that's a creeper image right there. What's that? What was that? Huh? Show me, my boy. My curiosity's through the roof. Ah! So it's always like some kind of tale or some shit. Alright. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in trance. In his healing sleep, the critters were so struck and enchanted by the prince's magic. So, well, this is clearly the lore. Whatever the fuck is going on here. Ah, cool.
The monoliths. The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972, in the area of...
Oh. Great, so nowhere. My fucking mic fell off. God damn it.
In the area of... There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter.
Devilish
This ring of
cycle.
monoliths surrounds... The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages.
Can they
These
walk?
reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in...
Okay.
During this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the
Siren
monolith
head.
that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles were dispatched, once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity.
Oh god.
Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Well, shit. Was this the footage? Oh, damn. This is like Siren Head on another level.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monolith stands silently, Now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings. And finally, the last creature on this list is
This circle. I think those are the critters. Is this the final story? Oh shit, it's the singularity, I see. Terram Carnis. Alright. They continue to... Okay, I don't give a shit.
The singularity is an orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous
I
color
didn't even
within
have
its
to
core.
read it.
The singularity
Great.
is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by...
Well then. Must be the
marvelous
devil.
and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Well, alright then. More to come. Yeah, by Darren Quill. Willow. Well, now that was interesting. Let's see. Well then. Meta with the Carnis. So now that we know about the whole documentary and research and all that shit, let's go over to with the Carnis mimic defense instructional tape. I'm sorry, did you just say that I can't watch that shit? Well, excuse the fuck out of me, little boy, but I would like to do the following content may contain topics related to suicide or self-harm. I see. I knew it. I knew that the instructional tape were gonna be like, oh yeah, kill yourself and shit. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh. Emergency alert. So, yeah, the boy is near. Where are you, demon? Is this you? Oh, no, it can't be you.
As of the time of this video's release, we have been facing a concerning increase of missing persons and fatalities on a global scale. The reason for this is because we are under attack. We have discovered that there has been a significant growth of mimic populations, which is threatening public safety. National leaders have released this instructional recording to teach you on how to defend yourself. Here is what you need to know about the threat.
Okay.
Mimics are humanoid, intelligent predators that are highly adaptive and feed solely on human prey.
I'm gonna call them
Mimics gain information on people by watching their daily lives and pick to hunt people when they are most vulnerable. The most common times a mimic will attack is when you are asleep, out walking alone, or in a cornered position. Mimics are cautious and calculative creatures, taking precautions to ensure a successful hunt. They utilize various tactics to capture a person by surprise. One of the more well-known tactics is hiding itself inside of furniture, to blend into its environment. Common objects that mimics can hide inside are sofas, recliners, wardrobes, ottomans, and other places a mimic can comfortably wait.
That's horrifying.
Mimics are able to contort their body in ways that allow them to fit inside smaller places. They also use it to expand their body, making themselves appear larger for intimidation. Another method mimics use to blend in is their ability to put on and wear clothing. Mimics put on layers of shirts, pants, and jackets to hide their bright red skin and blend into densely populated areas. In very rare cases, mimics can develop and grow to look very similar to human beings. Pairing this with clothing, it can be very hard to tell the difference between a mimic and a person right away. If you are unsure if a person is a mimic, look out for key features that may reveal their true form. Look for abnormal facial features, like large, bulbous eyes, flat noses, wide mouths and an uncanny smile, and clammy skin. Also pay attention to other exposed body parts like hands. Mimic people will have long fingers with no fingernails. If you are unable to see their face or hands, watch their walking pattern. Mimics' legs are long and hunched. Their walking will be unusual and irregular.
Okay. Do they walk like this?
Here is what you do if you are met with a mimic. If it stands before you, do not panic.
Okay.
Stand your ground and try to appear larger.
Oh, I'm bigger,
Wave your hands and
bitch.
make plenty of noise. Maintain eye contact. A mimic will hesitate to attack a potential threat. If you are armed with a weapon, aim for the head or legs. These are the best areas to hit to immobilize the threat. Fight back and don't let it get a hold on you. If you find a mimic that hasn't discovered you yet, stay out of sight. Call the authorities and alert them of your location. Stay where you are to avoid startling the mimic. If the mimic gives chase, run. Try to get somewhere out of sight and hide. Do not leave the area. Officials will need to locate you to help. Stay low and stay quiet.
Alright.
With the information you have learned, use it well, and stay safe.
I will stay safe. I wouldn't faint or anything. I will fight. Fight for my life. I so dearly crave. Or should I do this? Evidence tape. Oh, hell yeah. We're gonna go in. IRL shit.
Got it.
Hello, Christopher.
See. Yep, it's working.
Hey, can we get a move on?
1 sec. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
I thought you only had 30 minutes of tape on that.
I know, but just gotta see how it works. Like,
Yeah, well,
I never got to
don't
use
have
one
all
of these.
night.
It's too bad. You were the only person who could film with me, so you're gonna have to put up with it.
Yup.
Screw you. Screw you.
Screw you.
Still way too dark. 1 sec.
Ooh.
There we go.
Yay.
Hello.
Is that his girlfriend?
Cold.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You got some light now. But look at that over there. You can't see anything unless I like point directly over there.
Yeah. Classic cameras, huh?
Nope, can't see nothing.
Are you sure we should be out this late?
Is that foreshadowing?
Fine. I'll cook you stuff when we get home. Don't worry.
I don't think you'll get home.
Too bad.
Where are they going? They're gonna film their romantic date night? Or are they searching for something? Must be searching for something. They gotta be searching for something. They're just filming their walk cycle. Walking down the street, having a fun time. Is that a pile of shit? What the hell is going on? What the hell is with the dirt on the road? What is that?
Wait. Ah, shit.
Yeah, it's shit.
Right, but it still turns off and on randomly for some reason. Like, it's the best thing I could get my hands on, though.
Oh, come on. Are we not gonna see anything epic?
It's the only thing that they would give me. It works, though. I just gotta watch.
This is gnarly.
It's not my fault. This guy lives in a fucking dump.
So they
There,
are.
we just gotta get through the woods.
So they are investigating something.
You see it, though? Hopefully I show up on camera, though. Hopefully there are lights out there. Like, people still live there, right?
No,
It can't be that bad.
Pretty dark.
mimics.
But it was just one guy. I don't know why. Like, why would they get rid of everything? Dogs barking are never a good sign.
Yeah. Of course
This guy
not.
looks nice. This thing can't capture it.
Yeah. Very nice.
Could barely capture the ground in front of me.
So, what are we doing out here exactly?
Well, supposedly they found some guy. Like it was like a grody scene. Like, it was disgusting. Like they had to get rid of the trailer he was in, and then like they didn't let anyone nearby, and it was like this big conspiracy. So I'm filming that.
With the Carnis attack.
Hopefully I get a good mark for it. There we go, we're getting close.
We're gonna see some bloody roots, veins. Anything. We might see something. Be careful for those hatchling thingies.
Oh, spush. Careful.
Be careful for... No, they're not hatchlings, they're fucking harvesters and shit. Where are the blood veins?
You know where we're going?
Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the road. We're right next to it.
Right next to it.
Like, it's literally up there.
Okay.
Come on. It's not too late yet.
It's too late.
Hungry.
Said that already.
Hungry.
Yeah?
Is she gonna eat the fucking Carnis?
Soon, okay? We're almost there. It'll be like 5 minutes. 5 minutes, okay?
And it's gonna be like
We're
1
on the
hour.
road. We're almost there. We just got past the tree line and make the way to the trailer park. Then we can go home. Okay?
You guys didn't bring a car.
I don't want to be out here either. It's a weird place.
You guys are gonna have to
right
fucking
here.
run.
You go ahead. You can't see a thing.
Well, the ball of you.
Just up here. There should be a path. Right there. Yeah, right here. See, I found the path. We're all good.
Cool. Where'd the meat at? Where are the Carnis? What are we gonna see? They're in a fucking forest. That is never good. They're gonna walk past by mimic digesting his food. So okay. Yup. There's lights. Does that mean anything? Where the fuck are you guys going? In 3 Well, damn. Imagine how much we've been saved. How much? We saved. If all this walking montages we cut out walking footage. There's fucking nothing. For fuck's sake. What?
I think this way. Yo, look at this. I didn't see this on my way over here last time.
You see fucking glass?
It's cool. Like, we could get a shot of this in, like, atmosphere, you know?
It just looks like tetanus to me.
Hold till... One sec, let me get a good lighting on that.
That's a fucking car.
There we go, yeah, look at that, that's cool.
Didn't he say carnival?
Hey, look, there's like old stuff here as well. Anyways.
Where's Carnis at? Where my roots at? The blood wines. Blood wines actually remind me of something. Well. What the hell is he gonna see?
We're on the flat part now. Yeah, we're close. Trailer should be right up ahead.
I wonder if they see the mimic, will they do what the instruction tape said? Like, yell! Or run. They'll probably just run.
This is where everyone was. There's no one here now, though. Not a single building in sight. Except, like, way over there.
I think there's a lot of buildings over there, boy.
It's the strangest thing.
Oh, I just see grass, bro. I don't know. Kinda makes sense that there was no one there.
Right here. Yeah. This thing. Okay. So, you take the camera and the light. Point it at me, but don't point it at my eyes, please. Make sure.
Don't point it at his face. Cool! Maybe.
How do I look? Like a barf bag.
What you gonna do? Is this like the birth of fucking...
Alright, give me a second.
mimic and shit.
Okay. Year 19.
Confidential.
Boy was coming home from the trailer late night. Although, when he arrived at home, he found a grisly scene. Detail Barar, his father that he came home to, was found dead. The grisly scene lies before him. Police were called. They came to investigate. Strange thing though, they immediately closed off everything. No one was allowed near, but only a few witnesses saw what truly happened there. For some reason, the police were acting very weird and trying to keep everyone away and telling little information. and when the information was released to the public, they say it was a suicide. Although, the trailer and most people living nearby moved away from the scene immediately. Police say it was a suicide, but the witnesses that did catch an eye of what happened say the scene was much too grisly to be that. But police haven't come out about anything yet. So that's why I'm here to answer what truly happened. And that's it for now.
You said grizzly way too much.
What?
You said grizzly way too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, retry.
No.
Sure.
Please. No. No. No.
Note alright, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolling. Did you catch that?
Oh.
30 minutes to film and yet you're someone to film.
I don't think it caught that. 5 minutes, huh?
Okay.
It's been fucking...
Pretty scary out here. I know. I understand.
What the fuck are you doing? Just do shit, okay?
Jump out and grab us,
Cut it out. It's scary enough as is.
Oh yeah, don't worry, there is a fucking...
Chris?
There might be a mimic.
Chris? Where are you?
For fuck's sake, Chris, where did you go?
Come on. This isn't funny.
Classic horror movie line.
Chris! I just want to go home. Come on.
Fucking leave. He will
Fine.
come.
I guess I'm going home without you. I'm cold, tired, and hungry.
Okay.
If you want to stay out here and play games, you can.
Be careful for like any wines and shit. I know where the fuck you are in the world. There might also be harvesters and shit. Harvesters are the most interesting. The fucking snake. The orb. We haven't seen the orb. Yeah, back to civilization. Chrissy boy will come right behind you. I think he's right behind you this very moment. I think she's gonna have a fucking panic attack.
Chris? What are you doing? Chris, this isn't funny.
Oh! Oh shit! The motherfucking mimic finally showed up. The motherfucking mimic. He's digesting his food. Yesterday. Is he saying something? Well, we got her. I wonder if with the Carnis species can team up to attack a prey. Oh, he's right behind her. Yes. Death is just right behind. Did the camera turn off or? Oh shit. Yup, get inside. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe getting inside wasn't the best option. That looked like a costume, if I'm being honest. Shit. Well, they fucking died. Don't go into close space, I guess. Can you outrun them? Probably not. Oh, damn. anything else. Well, on the bright side, this goddamn Vita didn't have all the. It didn't have ants. Species anomaly report. Commercial message. Oh, creepy eyes. Should I take a look at all of these? Meat snake specimen. I feel like I should. Carnis. Cook at home. Kitchen. For speed paint. I have no fucking clue if that. I don't know. Is this cooking with crawl? I don't know, is this supposed to be like a joke, maybe?
For it to melt.
Well, something happened. Oh, that's the orb. Nope. Nope. Am I going back right now? What was that, my boy? Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh! Well, look, would you look at that? Alright. Although the other critters ignored the rest, their fellow kind, instead, they secretly visited the slumbering visitor. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, really hastening their recovery. So I feel like this. I don't know. I'm gonna deem that non-canon. Well, I'm not gonna watch the fucking cooking. That's so fucking weird. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go straight up to what the card
Many
this shit.
people get pets for companionship. They form bonds and grow relationships with these animals, even
But
to
introducing
the point of them
the
being considered a part of the family. Most people get dogs or cats, but maybe you want something more interesting. Then, you may want to get yourself a trimming.
oh
These lumps of meat
fuck.
have grown a reputation
Oh,
to
shit.
be a loving companion for many people in the recent months.
Oh,
Although, most people may not know the proper ways to care for them. Today, we will be showing you how you can care for your pet trimming.
you're fucking insane
Taking
to
care
have
of a trimming is fairly easy, but this is no reason to slack off. They are living things and do require maintenance. The
This is
first
honestly
thing to
what
keep
Jane-
in mind when keeping a trimming is the temperature of your home. While trimmings are resilient to both high and low conditions, you want to keep your base temperature near room temp, maybe slightly cooler. That being said, trimmings prefer warmer areas to nest. A simple set.
You know the society is fucking doomed when they have a pet. When they have this fucking pet. Like, it's made of fucking meat. I'm not sure if it has like, not sure how much smell there is around it, but like, shit.
A simple setup you may use is a box with some blankets on the inside.
Society's fucking doomed.
Make sure there is enough for your trimming to cover itself.
Yo, is that Chris?
And now, you have a comfy bed for your buddy. Next, you want to give your trimming the best diet possible.
What the hell are you gonna feed it?
Trimmings are not picky eaters, and will eat anything you give them.
Oh,
To
great.
keep your trimming healthy and
Will
strong,
they eat my
a diet
hat?
of dry cat or dog food that is high in protein,
Okay.
provided 2 times a day,
jealous.
is best. As a treat, you may give your trimming any scraps of your food. Things like apple cores, banana peels, or eggshells are a perfect snack.
What about meat?
A thing to remember is trimmings are nocturnal and make plenty of noise.
There's a fucking face right there. Why would anyone wanna keep this as a
From
pet?
having sleepless nights, try to give your trimmings first meal in the late morning or afternoon. This helps them be active during these times instead.
Right.
Another thing to consider if you want a pet trimming is where they will be living.
Just don't have
Your
a fucking
home should have
pet!
enough space for your trimming to roam around, as well as access to the outdoors, like a backyard. If not, be sure to take your trimmings on regular walks. This gives your trimming the exercise they need, as well as allowing them to meet other trimmings. Trimmings are a social creature and need to interact with others of their kind, like how they do in the wild. When it comes to entertainment, trimmings are not the most active and aren't the best at fetch or tug of war. But here are other ways to keep your trimming entertained. Some toys that trimmings like are little items they can push, around, pull, or carry. Trimmings also enjoy things that you enjoy as well, like watching the television or listening to the radio. They love seeing and listening to all the funny things coming from the devices.
I think there might be a deeper
After a
meaning
long
to
day,
this.
Your trimming might be dirty and need a wash.
Of course.
To clean them, start your bath with a gentle warm water, mixed with a bit of hand or body wash. Gently scrub the trimming's feet, armpits, belly, and neck fold. Remember to be careful around their face, and avoid getting soap in their eyes, nose, and mouth. Gently pat dry with a towel when done. Now your buddy is all clean.
Look, this fucking dog. I know. No.
And lastly, as said before, trimmings are social creatures, so be sure to give them plenty of affection.
Okay.
They love receiving pats, scratches, and pets. They also love to sit with you and cuddle. Since they communicate with each other in the wild, it is best to replicate this behavior with them as well. Simply talking to them is plenty enough. You can talk about your day, if anything interesting happened at work, if you are working on any new recipes, or talk about the weather. Trimmings are very good listeners and love to be involved.
That's kind of ironic. I don't know.
With all of these in mind, you are now well equipped to have a trimming become a part of the family.
Oh no.
Do things right, and you will have a companion for a long while.
8 to 12 years. I don't know, man. I think there might be a deeper meaning to this. Oh, what was that? I'm pretty sure there's a deeper meaning to this. Is this a picture of how the fucking trimmer rebelled or some shit? Oh, never mind. One day, the prince awoke suddenly, thanks to the critter's assistance. The healing process had finished very quickly. The prince had fully recovered and was now fully awake and aware of their surroundings. Surprised by the sudden awakening, the critters clucked and hid from the prince's side. I still have no fucking clue what the critter story is trying to tell us. What is the story? Should I watch? I'm gonna fucking cook at home. Gee, with the Carnis cook at home. Oh. Poor, I say. With the Carnis cook at home kitchen. He's called Peony. Long. So I think they are probably just gonna do the fucking cooking with the Carnis.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Shut the
Let this feeling in.
have any information of the whereabouts of the whereabouts
No, fuck, god damn it, just fucking...
any information.
Alright. Wanted by the CSIS. Winston Bar. Any information concerning the person, please contact your local SICE office, cell phone numbers and address, all SICE listeners. Is it gonna be the main antagonist or protagonist?
Of the whereabouts
Be making a dish that has recently gained a fair amount of popularity. Today's dish will be a cheesy crawl penne.
Cook at home kitchen.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need. 3 cups of penne pasta. Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl. Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours, or when you harvest them yourself. 1 cup of cheese. Half a cup of green onion. 1 teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of Cajun spice. 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic.
What the hell is this gonna be?
And finally, the most crucial ingredient, Nutrier Company's newly released Flavor Enhancer. To bring out the richness of flavors within each and every meal.
Okay. The flavor.
First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
Yay! Water. Oh look, there's a fucking when will God fix that bug, eh? He spilled it all over. Damn. God needs to patch that.
Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta. Then, set aside to boil. Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince.
Why would you eat this? Does it have... What kind of benefits? What are the benefits of eating this shit? Oh, that's a fucking weak knife. Gotta buy a new knife.
Crawl is soft on the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
I wonder why. That looks like shit.
Then, gather the meat and set aside.
It looks like a fucking science experiment. Or a chemistry project. It looks like shit.
Slice the green onion into rough segments.
You're fucking cutting it on the... I'm disturbed by this. I don't feel fine watching this.
And set aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with along some oil.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat tonight. Oh fuck, tomorrow is school. Bullshit school! I hate...
Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet.
Cool, alright.
Stir occasionally until crisp and brown. As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
Oh my gosh, that's so obviously edited. Man.
Cook until soft.
Was it...
At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp. Add your minced green onion and then the spices.
Is that with the Carnis? Is that a Carnis meat?
Mix well.
Honestly, look, it looks kind of appetizing.
Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it.
It does look kind of appetizing, I gotta be honest.
Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
I wonder what the...
Then add the crawl topping.
Right. I wonder what the vegans would think about this. I'm pretty sure what the Carnis is a meaty fucking plant, which is weird. So I wonder, would vegans fucking protest not to eat this? Or would they? Whatever. It looks like kind of appetizing, honestly.
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still warm crawl for it to melt.
Looks good, honestly.
At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer, but allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else the enhancer will not work.
Alright. Only the best.
And now, you may serve and enjoy.
Yep. Alright. And that's the sanctuary again. So I think what if the sanctuary is the prince? And shit. Probably. I do think that the sanctuary might be the prince after all. Meaning take this. Welp.
Z inovativno mikroaktivno formulo še hitreje lajša glavobol. Napredni aspirin, hitrost v tehnologiji.
Flashing lights will be advised. I am advised. Oh, I love flashing lights. I look at them every day. Ugh. What? Carnis species log. Early documentation. Harvester. We get to see Harvester. Notable population estimate ship discovered between the days of 1989. Maps display we chart the population versus location monthly. So we're gonna see harvesters. Oh shit. That's in Canada. Ooh. Ah. That looks photoshopped as hell. That also kind of looks photoshopped. It's just obvious. So obvious. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's with the Carnis. And then it... What? They moved! That shower the fucking harvester. Oh, and it grows. Wait, that's the harvester! With its fucking veins and shit. Where is it with? I don't know. There's no cool anomaly. Could there be different variants to this thing? Nope. The harvester gone. Oh shit. What the fuck were you doing out there? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, the chills. Holy shit. Oh, he's the mimic now. I don't remember how the mimics are created and shit. Is that how they are created? The mimics. Yup, they are closing in the circle. That must be... What the hell? What state is that? US? Jesus Christ. Alright then. Calm the fuck down. Oh, that's... I see the family members are gonna get fucking murdered off. Maybe. That is horrifying. For fuck's sake, why don't you... Alright. Aha. What is that? Fuck, it's too fucked. I can't. Figures. The power heal their home. So yeah, I think the prince might be the sanctuary and all that. The prince has to be the sanctuary, and the fucking critters have to be with the Carnis. Well, we have 2 more videos to go, boys. Oh my god.
The new Eclat de Parfum, Si Passione, Giorgio Armani.
This video contains flashing lights, plus signs, and graphic content. Viewers be advised.
Flavor. The most crucial component to enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable. But what if you could savor every little detail you could possibly want?
Yay!
That is why we, at Nutrier Co., have made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you take.
Oh, let's go.
With our product, the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted. Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now packaged in a larger size and modified recipe, there is now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves.
With the Carnis.
The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner, making your food even better to enjoy.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, available on shelves now. Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
Oh, what's gonna happen here now?
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous amounts of enhancer at a time. Flavor Enhancer Deluxe, now available in stores near you. Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
Right. What the hell is going on?
Make your taste buds
Someone
pop
just got
with the new
fucking
deluxe
murdered.
size. Make tasting even more awesome.
Right, okay.
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal.
Oh, is that a finger? What is that?
Meal. Nutrier.
What was that? Oh, my boy. No. Okay.
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Required for all meals, no matter how small it seems. Just a little more. It is crucial to everyday eating.
There's something about this. Something's wrong with this thing. Is it real? It's gonna go boom. Ow! Well, I'll be damned. Here's the story. Motherfucking story. Show me the story. Oh, there it is. The prince gathered what he could and then set sail onwards. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return the critters. Alright, so I guess maybe... Maybe they are aliens. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. Not so sure. It could also be satanic ritual. Something. I still think the prince is the sanctuary. Or maybe... Could the island be the sanctuary? I don't know, but we have one final video. That is with a Carnis message.
Superstar Vina Link od Maybelline New York. Tvoja najljubša šminka z učinkom sijaja zdaj tudi v novih Nutotenkih.
Hello. December 30th, 1990.
In the distant horizon, the group of monoliths stand vacant. Although closed off to outsiders, their stance can be observed well outside the perimeter.
Your long message.
It is known to have hundreds of thousands of fibers that weave themselves deep underground, all connected in a grand mycelial network.
Right.
You might be confused as to why you received this package. This was left to you because we share a common goal. I'm aware that you studied Carnis and researched their properties. I'm also aware that you have received backlash for doing so. Something isn't as it seems, and you know this too. Unexplained phenomena, countless casualties, missing persons, fatalities, and yet no proper action, and a notable silence about these affairs. People are afraid and confused. Why is nothing being done? Because they don't want us to know. We've been kept in the dark while those above us
Classic government.
the blind. They have slowly been numbing our minds to their schemes. But they've made one crucial error. Trails, crumbs, traces of information. I've collected these pieces and found their loose ends. This is why I've left this message to you. The document's included with the statement is all the information that I have gathered. Every continuity, every cover-up, every crumb that I could find. They
sanctuary.
Something has been going on these few years. Something big. Something that you don't want us to know about. Just when you come in. I don't have the power to change things, but you do. Alongside the documents, plans for a meeting one of great importance. You have the resources. With this information I've provided to you, we can put a stop to all the scandals.
The sanctuary. I see. Alright.
The monoliths are truly an astonishing sight to behold.
Astonishing. Huh. Could the monolith be the good guys? Oh. Ouch. Well, there was no... Was there? What? For fuck's sake, you stupid bit... I don't think... Different things? Trending lifespan. Oh! That's the sanctuary. And that is the thing. Oh. Could it be that the monolith is holding... Monolith must be holding the fucking sanctuary or something. I don't know. We yet to see. Up the boys! I guess that was it for the with the Carnis reaction and shit. And up. It was fine. There were some very obvious edits of fakeness and stuff. I'm not sure if those were intentional or not. But yeah. That was it for this video. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!